Dungeon Runners Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dungeon Runners Podcast. Dungeon Runners Podcast at gmail.com.
That's our email address. Make sure to email it.
Please.
We've had a big thing for the past couple weeks where I say but we keep forgetting to mention that's the email address you can be able to reach us at. Like if you want to send in hypotheticals or anything like that. So Jen made sure to remind me to say that at the beginning of the podcast this time, so everybody's able to hear it. So Dungeon Runners Podcast at gmail.com.
That's Dungeon Runners Podcast at gmail.com. It should be in the description from now on.
Hey everybody, I'm MrCreepyPasta. This week we have Jen who's back, who's good to Jen's
here.
back.
Pow.
And Matt, who's everybody's favorite British person, if Creeps isn't here.
Yeah. Wait, what?
The indecipherable Matt.
The indecipherable?
That's not even a real word.
Yes, that is definitely a real word.
I'm calling shenanigans. I know it's a real word, but
could be word. Okay, this week we're doing a question that Jen has. I don't know why. What do you have? You told me to get rid of what I had. So
No, what? I was joking.
No, what the fuck?
I even asked you it before we, even after that. It was terrible.
I wasn't listening.
Oh god.
Look, I don't pay attention. Okay, fine. I'll just pull this one up. Okay, so God, these are questions we've already been asked before.
looks like we're doing Jen's one. Jen's joke one that wasn't intended for the.
Fucked me up. Now I lost it.
Hey guys, what do you guys like playing sports?
That's awful. No, nobody likes playing sports. I don't think anybody who plays sports actually likes playing sports. Okay, I'll say this though. So my exterminator came by a couple days ago, right? Because the roaches and stuff. So he got rid of them, which is cool. But he actually told me about a place, like this website where I could be able to buy tickets to go see the Dallas Cowboys play. It's football. And it costs about like $22, $25 to get a ticket.
Awesome.
So, like, I'm not super big into sports, but I mean, like, if I could go see, like, live football for, like, $25 a ticket, dude, I'm down. I'd do that.
You just gotta know where you're seated, because you're seated on the wrong fan area. Man, oof.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the reason they're so cheap is because they're like, just get as many fans for the Dallas Cowboys out of the Dallas Cowboys side.
Dallas Cowboys are feeling lonely. Let's just sell them cheap. Make them look popular.
Just sell it. Just give them a ticket with every hot dog. Give them to the Red Cross.
I was gonna, dude, like sporting. I don't know if you guys go see sports games at all. I don't think you guys are into sports. Like honestly, like if you go over to like watch sports, like any kind of sports games, they're always a lot of fun. I mean, even if you don't like not that into it. I mean, watching the game, you understand how sport ball is played. It's like, oh yeah, cool. I could cheer for a team. You can get into it rather easy. It's still an exciting thing to do, and it's a nice like experience thing. You don't have to play sports.
But we are into a sport. I mean, we watched the fighting game tournament, which is an e-sport, and it's on ESPN. Oh, so this actually brings up a good point. I was telling Spike this a while ago when the Evo was coming out. Like a bunch of fucking dude bros getting mad, like being like, "Oh, what is this fucking video game bullshit on my sports channel? I want to see some football." And I was like, I was telling Spike, Spike, when you think about it, when people watch baseball, football, sports, and shit like that, those are just really Let's Plays. You're watching someone else play a game, and they're narrated. They're Let's Plays.
It is a Let's Play.
They're fucking
a very
Let's Play.
big and expensive Let's Play.
Yeah.
But I find like Let's Players, particularly good ones, they do much better commentaries than like sports commentators. Like after watching loads of Let's Plays, and I listen to a sports commentator, it's just silent. Oh, Gerrard kicked the ball to Rooney. Silent. Oh, he's running up the right wing, and they don't add anything to it. They don't add any interesting facts. They sometimes do, but it's like they're just literally repeating what you see on screen. I don't need to be told that you just kicked the ball.
Normally sports commentators that are interesting are the ones who actually have played the sport before versus someone who just watches it and understands.
Dude, that's why wrestling's so freaking great, because then you have fucking old wrestlers as commentators.
Boxing's got that too. A lot of them are ex-boxers. And they talk about like the technical stuff sometimes. They go into like detail of like why, because usually boxing was one of those sports where one person does really better than the other, and there doesn't really seem, there's not very many comebacks. So they'll talk about why the other guy's losing, but they'll go into like more detail of, well, he's not doing this, or he's not standing, or he's not moving his feet, or he's not moving around the ring. And you're kind of like, yeah, I understand why he's losing now. This is great to watch again.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is like making it understandable for everyone, I think, is the big deal about what a sports commentator is supposed to do. Otherwise, why the fuck would you want to hear him comment on it? Like, you know, like, there has to be some level of expertise. You don't want to listen to John Madden just say the word football 20 times over.
Well,
football.
Are you sure? Because there's that YouTube compilation of just him saying football.
I know. He's a great guy. But I mean, like, you know,
wait,
you don't want that all the time.
There's a guy called Madden.
What?
That's why it's called Madden. That's why Madden football exists. It's named after him.
He
John
named it
Madden.
after himself.
Of course.
What a loser. I'm going to call this game Matt. Everyone wants to play Matt.
I mean,
Look, okay, his name isn't football. His name is John Madden.
Yeah, I'm going to make my own football game called Matt. Everyone's going to play it, okay? Because it's got my name on it.
I guess that's fair. Madden NFL 20. I guess there's got to be more to it than that. I don't know enough about football to argue that, but I feel like something here is wrong. I don't know. Okay, I have a question. Okay, this actually works well because all three of us are guys this week.
Can't prove that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This actually works well because all three of us have testicles this week.
All right.
You can't prove that.
So, so this is a scenario, okay? You have to get kicked in the balls. You have to. There's no way around it. You can't shield it. You can't stop it, okay? I know, okay? Everybody take your collective breaths. If you have to get kicked in the balls, would you rather it be done by a girl or another guy?
Depends. Is the girl a professional fighter of any sort?
No, both these people are just random people picked off the street. So you can't be like, oh, what's your occupation or anything like that. The only thing that you get to choose is the random person is going to be their sex. So whether it be guy or girl.
Oh, what the fuck doesn't matter? They're gonna get kicked in the balls.
Yeah, you're gonna get kicked in the balls no matter what. The question at this point is, would you rather it be a guy to do it, or random guy, or would you rather it be random girl?
Care?
Would you really not care?
No, if I can get kicked in the balls, what does it matter?
Because, like, okay, the way that I'm seeing this is that if it's a guy who does it, guy could be sympathetic or empathetic. He could understand, not want to try to kick you nearly as bad. Girl, she doesn't have the testicles to have been kicked. Maybe she wouldn't know. Same point, though, maybe she's sympathetic.
Empathetic.
Can I give puppy dog eyes and be like, please don't hit me too hard? Can I grovel? Can I cry on someone's shoulder before they do it?
You think that's gonna make a guy not want to kick you in the balls harder? Because that'd make me want to kick you harder.
No, on the girl's shoulder. I just want to be like, please don't do it too hard. I want kids in the future.
It's not fair if you do that. You're attractive.
What? How dare you? I am offended, good sir.
We're just playing it up. Like, oh yeah, please don't kick me, so that you're trying to like get her to be on your side, so she's like gonna barely tap you in the balls. You're manipulating people.
Or you could like you could go up to the dude and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm into this stuff, man. Hit me harder," and then he'll freak out because he's like, "Man, nah, I don't like like a straight male," and then he's like, "I don't like dude genitals. I like girl genitals, and I want to touch yours with my foot now," and kind of gives me a little wimpy tap because like you make it uncomfortably sexual, you know?
No, I feel what you're saying. I was gonna say, like, I don't know if like really his whole like, oh yes, I'm into dude, I'm into girl, whatever would come into play. Like, mind you, I'm assuming that in this scenario we're talking about pulling like random dude bro out of here who wants to kick you as hard as possible, and you're trying to appeal to the fact that he would be homophobic in some way. But I think that's just creepy no matter what. I don't care if I like guys or girls. If somebody tells me, yeah, kick me in the nuts as hard as you can, just kick me in the crotch as hard as you can, I'm into it. I don't think I'd want to be into that no matter who it was.
Oh wait, what if? So you know those videos on, I think they put them on YouTube and stuff, when they go to like the ghetto and they start a fight on someone and they're about to throw it down.
They take the clothes off, like you take off your pants.
Dude, I'll whip whip out my hairy beanbag, and they'll either have to look away. They'll either have to look away to like do a weird sideways kick, or they'll have to look at it, and then who wants to kick a raw like?
Holy shit,
Matt! I hate to tell you this, that just makes you more vulnerable.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you at least have pants on, help to like soften the blow.
Yeah,
what if like as a defense mechanism, that's when they're like and then they just kick harder.
In fact,
you end up like with a ball in the back of your skull.
Dude, it's an all or nothing strat. You're either going to get the worst pain in your life, or it's going to work and they're going to wimp out of kicking you because they don't want to get shoe sweat on their Jordans or whatever.
So girl or guy?
Guy, and I'm going to whip my...
I choose what their shoes they have.
I think, oh yeah, they got nice shoes.
Random person on the street.
Sucks. Fine, I would choose guy then, because you know what? Girls' shoes, usually pointy.
Oh, you have a pointed yeah, I get what you're saying. Usually they go to a pointed tip. Even on like a kind of tennis shoe or what are you talking about? What are those things that you usually go by at Journeys? The high top, low top. What kind of shoe am I thinking of?
What are you talking about?
They have whites on the front of them and on the back of them, and they're different colors. Converse, yes. Yeah. Converse generally kind of go to kind of like a point as well, and that'll that's
All right.
Like,
I'm gonna. Sorry.
I was gonna say like any kind of stiletto or like kind of heel with like the very pointy front. It's just like.
Well, see, now you're just making it hot. Now I want to pick girl just for the stiletto deal.
Yeah,
you a feet man? Like, nobody stopped and seen that, Lauren.
Look, okay, this is that same situation like in Final Fantasy 14 when Shiva chooses you to step on. It's like, yes, it was me.
Yeah, the wife.
Dude, I'd go after the guy with the cleanest, whitest, like most pristine set of shoes. You can tell he cleans them, and he'll shout at anyone that gets any sort of dirt on them. I'll whip out my skin bag and be like, "Go on,
God,
kick
Matt,
me."
do you just want to display yourself in public? Is that what's
I think this is what it's come down to. Is like he just wants to whip out his nutsack to a random person. Like at this point, you don't even have to show it to him. You know he's like got pristine shoes. He doesn't want to touch it against something. They could have been your pants or your nuts.
Well, I'm gambling on the fact that he doesn't want to get like skin juice.
Okay, but Matt,
ball juice.
The law of this hypothetical is you're going to get kicked.
Yeah.
Period.
But okay, if you got something really nice, do you really want someone's flesh boulders touching it?
No,
you know so many like other words for the word testicle. Why do you just have that like cataloged in the back of your brain?
All of us know at least 4.
No, I don't.
Family jewels, man purse, testicles.
Man purse?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
That's where you keep your precious items.
Your man purse.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Flesh bag, you know.
Yeah. So yeah. Imagine you got something pristine. Something you really cherish and look after. Do you really want to smush it against someone's testicles?
You have a Google thing open right now, don't you?
No. What are you talking about, fam?
Furries to close it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Clint puts down his phone. You just hear it actively Siri saying goodbye.
Anyway.
Okay,
yes.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, everybody's pristine shoe.
I was gonna say, so everybody's choosing like
nuts.
a guy except for me.
Yeah, but you're into it for weird reasons.
That's not weird. That's totally legitimate.
Sexual.
You're weird.
That's
I'm keep shaming you.
You guys see the SNES came out last night?
Yeah.
Or the SNES Classic.
That's fucking kind of garbage because it came out randomly at fucking night.
No, it came out at midnight.
I literally heard nothing about it till this morning, where I heard, "Hey, it's sold out."
Oh yeah. No, I was
just not announced.
I don't think so, actually.
Oh.
It just kind of just randomly happened.
Really?
Garbage. Yeah, it's gone. It's freaking sold out now.
Everything on about is gone.
And
Are
apparently,
they making more?
No.
I have no idea.
Supposedly, Nintendo. Wait, I love Nintendo, but they have a real problem with stock. And supposedly for this one, they were supposed to be like, we're gonna put out way more than we put out for the NES Classic, and here we are with it completely sold out again. Within like, what was it, like 4 hours? It said something like that.
Within 14 minutes.
14 minutes? Jesus.
Yeah, 14 minutes it was gone.
Wow.
Crazy.
I bet it's some guy. There's just one guy with like 100 of them just in his room. He's just like rubbing his hands together, just greedily laughing to himself.
You mean, I feel like that's going to be like you if you had the opportunity to do so and knew that you could be able to get it, Matt.
Someone told me it's been released, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I have two things for that. First, so like I think Amazon had said that they're putting a hard limit to one per household on that, and then as well as so Final Fantasy 14 has this thing where in the raids it'll sometimes drop a very special minion that'll have like a rare chance of dropping. Ooh, fuck. And then so there was this dude who went onto the Reddit, and he posted a picture where he had a complete inventory full of them. Like
What?
So what he did is, as long as you don't pop it, you get to get more. So so what he did was he never popped it, and he just kept taking them from people.
So once you pop it, once you own one, you can't get dropped this.
Yeah, you can't get it anywhere. It's the prevention of let other people have it.
Yeah.
So you're saying like this one per household, people are gonna find ways around it.
Maybe.
No, I can definitely understand that. That's total crap though.
The fucking Reddit post was also said you can never have too many. And he just hit a picture of his inventory filled with them. It's like, fuck you. I wanted that. I still don't have that pet.
What?
Fucking hard to get.
Dude, are you gonna pop it once you get it?
Hell yeah, I pop every pet and every mount I get it as soon as I get it. Because I'm like, I want
Why
it.
steal?
No, I want it now.
Be the scalper. Can you sell them?
No, you can't sell them. That's why they're
So
untradeable.
he's just got a load of them?
Yeah, he
for
just
no
has a load of
reason?
them. He just has a load of them because he's an asshole.
What an
Dude.
asshole! I
Hell
love
yeah,
this guy.
that's the more that's just explaining. You need it. You gotta do it again.
Yeah.
Just
Be
take
that
them, just
guy,
so
Jen.
others don't have it.
Why? Why you gotta be like this?
Be that guy, Jen.
Because then
No.
others won't have it. You will be the only one.
I could be the only one by popping and be like, hey guys, look, I got the pets. You don't have it. I do.
Yeah,
No,
but you
just-
couldn't be like, I've got 3. You don't have
Whenever
one.
someone questions you and your pet motives or whatever, just open a trade with them and just show them the full list and just close the trade and be like, yeah, your move, dickhead.
Again, you can't trade it. You can't
Shut
trade
up.
You can't trade or sell it. It would be like the only people who would ever see it is if you post it on like the Reddit, like that guy did, and be like, look at me,
Look,
I'm
I'm
a
an
huge
asshole.
dick. Yeah. At that point, why?
I kind of really love that though, in like a really sadistic way. It's awful. It's totally awful, but like the dedication. It's just
He wanted everybody to know. Look at me. Look at this. Look
yeah.
what I
I'm a
did.
huge asshole.
I love it.
There was it's just like those stories like you guys have seen them like those Tumblr stories or whatever where somebody goes incredibly out of their way just to be spiteful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like there was that's one of my things. Like I just on a certain level, it's like, oh god, why would you waste that much time? But on the other point, like, oh shit, that's so good. There was a guy who kept saying like he went off and got a doctorate just because other people told him like there's no point in getting it.
Oh yeah.
So out of spite, he just goes off and gets a doctorate, spends thousands of dollars and hours of his life just to study and become a doctor of something,
Right.
and get like a really good job, buy a house, get married, all out of spite.
Look,
Dude.
like spite is the best motivator.
I think I went to this networking convention and there's this really rich dude doing a talk. I forgot his name, but I think he owned West Ham, the football club. And we were at West Ham's football club thingy. That's where the convention was. And he was just basically doing this speech about how he got to where he is. Because he originally started off in one of the small crappy houses next to the stadium. And he was that skinny that he used to sneak in, like squeeze through the bars and watch the football games. Never did he think that he'd actually own the football club. But his dad was like always in jail, so he'd make up excuses like saying, oh man, he's in the army or he's dead or all these things just because he was ashamed to say he's in prison. When he gets out and then they grow up, they have like this newsagent / magazine shop, and it's something like they had a third of the shares each, him, his brother and his dad. And his dad slipped in this piece of paper and said, oh, sign this and sign this and sign this, blah, blah, blah. And then they're in a meeting to make a decision and they need 2 votes to get the decision and blah, blah, blah. And his dad's like, oh, we should do this. And the 2 brothers were like, no. And he's like, tough, you signed me your shares because you signed that piece of paper. And he's like, what the hell? Went home to his missus banging his best friend in the pool.
Oh god.
And after that, he's like, so if you learn anything from this story, never get a pool. But basically, he never sold his shares. You need a lawyer present or a solicitor present. You can't just sign your shares by squiggling your Hancock on a piece of paper. But he sold his shares and eventually became mega rich, like millionaire, like owning football clubs, footballers and stuff. And it was all this big revenge thing in his head. Like that was just best way he could get his own back on his now ex-missus, his best friend, his dad and stuff. And I was like, what the hell, man? You are driven, son.
And fucking, like I just said, spite the best motivator that you can possibly. I don't know about you guys, but like,
awful.
I'm driven by spite a lot, and
yeah,
like, because like fucking, so you know the show Westworld and the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I purely don't watch them because of spite.
No, I feel you. I feel you there. I did the same thing with Hannibal. I didn't start watching Hannibal until like literally last week.
Oh man. Well, what about you? Why? Like, who was the one that set you up on that? Was it just like general community of it, or what?
I'd say it 100%. It's just Tumblr in general.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like it's brought up, it's told to me. It's one of those things where like people are getting angry with me because I don't watch it, or because I commented something that seems way too like close to it, and I didn't recognize that to be something from Hannibal, even though I don't watch it. That I just completely pushed it out of my life entirely.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Hannibal was definitely for me by Tumblr. Same thing with that podcast show, Night.
Oh, Welcome to Night Vale.
Yeah, Welcome to Night Vale. That one, because like me and Blue watched the first like 3 or listened to the first 3, and they was like, yeah, these are pretty decent. And then Tumblr got it, and it was just like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
I'm having the same thing with Attack on Titan / it's been so long that I can't be asked to get back into Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Ugh.
But like the fandom kind of exploded, then turned on itself and be like, Attack on Titan's dumb. And then all of a sudden it's not cool to like it. And then I don't know how to feel about it, but it's just, I don't know what's going on with it. You know?
It isn't cool to like it. Attack on Titan sucks.
There was a time when it was like, oh, this is really cool. This is interesting and new. And then it's, hey, this is really lame because everyone loves it.
Yeah, like, that's not quite the same thing for me, because especially for Attack on Titan, I gave like the biggest chance, and I was like, it just disappointed me eventually, and it's just like,
You don't like anime, Jen?
No, fucking watch all of JoJo, and I'm watching My Hero Academia.
That's not an anime.
My Hero Academia, One Punch Man, fucking those things, fucking great, dude. But yeah, fucking Attack on Titan sucks. Anyways, go ahead, man.
I was going to say, while on the topic of spite stories, do you want to hear another one that I literally heard of today?
What?
Of course.
So I was getting my bathroom measured because there's this company that's going to do like some 3D designs for me. And it's an old guy that my dad used to know from years ago. This guy's been like designing bathrooms and kitchens for 40 years now. And the place where he had his shop, he bought the land, so he owns it. And after a while of like running this bathroom and kitchen place, he moves to Cyprus and lets this other guy use his name and use the building. And this guy just basically takes it for a ride. He puts in like electrics that aren't regulation. It's just some budge job, and it was full of leaks and it was running it to the ground. It's like, no, you're taking the mick here. You're taking the piss. Get out of here. And then he was like, this guy was saying like, you know, he's not easy to offend, but this one guy just really, really was annoying with it.
Yeah.
And he had planning permission to turn this lot of land into 26 flats. And he could have very easily just built these flats, lived off the rent, and, you know, retired right there and then. But he's like, no, this guy's a bathroom guy. I'm gonna rebuild my brand from scratch, because he let him use his old name, so he had to come up with a new name. And now he's destroying his business by like being successful. Like what he makes in a month, this other guy makes in 10 months.
Oh
this
God.
guy has 14 staff, the other guy's got like 3. It's insane. Like he just did it purely out of spite. It's
Fucking
lovely, but like it's funny.
Fucking great. Like, that's like the best thing to be like, you took my company, well, I'm gonna crush that old company.
It's just crushing. The thing is, he's the most friendliest guy ever. And I can totally understand when he says like, it really takes a lot to annoy me, but what this guy did to me and my company, the one I built up from scratch, like that's no fly zone, mister.
Yeah. Honestly, like, what are your choices? let that happen to you? Fuck that. Get revenge.
Revenge.
The most satisfying way possible. By being better than them.
Destroy someone with your success. That's like the biggest up yours to like anyone who's been annoying you is like just be successful in something or anything, and it's like you don't have to say anything. Once they catch wind of like what you're doing, it's great. I just wish I had success.
Still waiting to prove them wrong.
Yeah, all the haters. I'm just dabbing on you right now, but soon I'll be successing on you.
Just dabbing on you. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dab on the haters.
That's terrible.
You know, people are like unironically saying that, and I'm like, oh, don't. There's people that believe this.
I can't believe dab is staying around so long.
Yeah, seriously.
Right?
That's one of those memes that's outlived itself, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Harambe died along... Wait, no.
Wow.
Harambe meme died...
He sure did die, Matt. He sure did.
That was the whole meme, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So, like, to go along with the spite thing, like, the reasons, like, I didn't watch Game of Thrones and especially Westworld was there's people, like, I listen to podcasts and stuff. Usually I enjoy them. But, like, there's people who will be like, if you don't watch this, you're missing out on pop culture history. And I'm just like, well, I'm done. I was going to give it a chance, but I don't want to anymore.
Because when you do watch it, huh?
You're forced to do it. It's like eating vegetables.
Yeah. And it's like, fuck, that's stupid. It's that thing effect. There's this comic online somewhere. It's like, I'm washing the dishes and I'm doing it happily by myself. And then someone comes in and says, hey, wash the dishes. Drop the dishes. Fuck, I don't want to do this anymore. Don't tell me to do a thing I'm already doing.
Yeah, I always have that thing of, if you do watch it, when you do finally like cave in, you're like, okay, I'll give it a try. You're like, oh man, this is really good. But now I just feel like they're going to be like, I told you so. And you don't want to give them that satisfaction.
So you just don't ever watch it?
You just don't watch it.
You just give up.
I hate that. I hate it so much. I don't.
I can't. The human mind is weird.
Like, the more you say that, the more it's like, oh man, I shouldn't have started watching Hannibal.
It's like, you let them win, Spike. Let them win.
I fucked up. I let the curiosity get the better of me.
Like,
is it actually any good though?
Oh god, it's wonderful. Like,
just don't tell me to watch it because I'm not gonna watch it.
It's beautifully done. Like, in all honesty, it's beautifully done. But like, that was I let them win.
But then again, you're restricting yourself. You're not letting yourself enjoy a medium. I usually wait for it to die down. Like most memes that I use, I like for them to be outdated and old. So when I'm finally like, holy crap, guys, have you seen this? And they're like, yeah, that's been out for like 5 years.
Like, holy crap, guys, you watch Die Hard? The movie's great.
There's no way it had a sequel?
To be fair, everyone should have seen Die Hard, and whoever hasn't seen it, whoever out there who hasn't seen it should go watch it right now.
Like hundreds of teenagers have just stopped watching Die Hard.
Yeah, I've just killed Die Hard for whoever's listened to this.
Never watching Die Hard. That British asshole on this podcast told me to do it.
And if you do watch it and you like it, I'm gonna say I told you so.
Make sure to let us know that you watched it and like it, so we can be like, told you so.
Just comment on every single thing that says, I watched it, told you so.
Told you so.
Got him.
It's fucking awful.
Like, so the other reason I didn't watch Game of Thrones was fucking the biggest compelling argument anyone can ever come up for the reason to watch it was, hey, it got titty in it. And I'm just like, okay, what else? Because I hate to tell you this, we live in the age of internet, and that's not very appealing.
Wait, what?
I mean, it's kind of appealing to me. I'm into it.
For a fucking hour-long show, that's not good enough for me.
I see boob right now. It's got to type it in the chat box.
I can get the same amount of boob in seconds.
Yeah. No, I feel that. In fact, I think in watching Game of Thrones, because I watched it for about 2 seasons. Actually, no, I didn't. I think I watched it for 1 season. The thing that kind of got me the most is like, I kind of don't want to see the sex. The most interesting thing is the story. But I guess, like, having sex in it's neat.
Yeah, see, but like the problem is that the only time I ever hear someone recommend it, their kickoff is, hey, it got the titty and the sex and the butts and the dicks in it, and it's just like, I'm just like, no, I would give this a chance, but you just described why I shouldn't watch it because it clearly doesn't have any story.
I think who's trying to sell it you on the sex?
It's literally anyone who because I listen to a lot of different podcasts, and every time the new Game of Thrones comes out, they'll be like, "Oh, it's super hype," and then they'll recommend it to the audience, and they'll be like, "Because it got that titty in it," and that's it. And they'll stop there.
Yeah, I need to check it out. So
you guys have not seen it? Okay, cool. I was gonna say like I've seen a bit of it. It's good.
Yeah, but like you're not selling it to me like that, man. Like I hate to tell you this. It's just
okay. Let me tell you this. Okay.
Selling point.
I know, but it's got boob in it.
It's not a selling point for me, man.
No, I mean like it's hard to sell it to me even because I was not super. I wasn't even that crazy into it. I stopped watching because it was like this is very like it's fantasy drama and it's long form, and I kind of lost interest in it because it's long form and slow. I'm like, yeah, things happen, people have sex, people die, but like it's still kind of long form. I much prefer watching Daredevil, where I know something interesting happens in every single episode, and then I know that it kind of builds up to like a cliffhanger, and it makes me want to watch the next episode. In Game of Thrones, it's long. Drama happens in every episode, but not to a point where I'm immediately drawn into saying like, all right, let's get to the next one. If anything, I kind of got to a point, I think this is why I stopped, where I started begrudgingly saying, okay, I guess go to the next one. Try to see what's going to, like, if something interesting is going to happen next. I know what everybody says is to finish the first season, because when magic comes in and dragons and big fantasy, then it becomes like amazing. But I just don't have the time to dedicate to it to get that far.
Honestly, that's probably one of the reasons why I stopped watching Korra, the last Airbender, Legend of Korra, where because like season 1 was pretty fantastic, the ending was really shitty. Season 2 was kind of terrible, and I was towards the end I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore because it's just like the plot, because the plot just shat on itself, and it's just like this is dumb teen drama, and it's really awful. And it's not interesting me in any sort of way, so I'm just like, I don't care anymore.
I think it's a probably what do they call the audience shift, where they're trying to sell it more to a certain audience than it is to another one.
Yeah,
like we're not the audience that people want to watch, you know.
Yeah, like what happened to Rugrats? They went from Rugrats from babies to all grown up to mid-teenagers.
Well, yeah,
they were teenagers.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
all grown up.
I don't think that did very well because it didn't last that long.
No, I know that was the thing, is they were trying to shift the audience. But I mean, like that was the same thing with what was it? Young Justice, the cartoon show. Young Justice was the superhero show. They canceled that show. Well, no, the problem was they tried making it more. Really, what they wanted is they wanted the show to sell to young boys so that they could be able to sell merchandise and toys with the show.
Oh, right, I remember
this. But the people that got into it were actually teenage women, teenage girls.
Yeah, I remember.
And they didn't have a way of marketing merchandise to them, so they canceled the show.
Look, that's such a shitty thing. I think we've talked about it before, but like fucking marketing is garbage, man.
It's how the world goes around. How do you think the Transformers were made? They weren't made to make a good cartoon show.
Should have been.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was made to make a toy.
I know, that's why there's a new Transformer every day.
Yeah, exactly. Dude.
Okay, audience shift example. Teen Titans.
Teen Titans.
Yes! Teen Titans. Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Went from super serious to Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, because kids weren't buying it, man. It was an adult thing after a while. This is what we like. And we're not the ones buying toys.
It was an adolescent.
I don't know. Teenagers liked it. And majorly, we were the ones who weren't buying toys because we're not playing with action figures. We buy like 2 action figures to the characters we like and then put them behind glass if you're a fucking nerd.
The weird thing about this audience shift thing is like, you know how like Teen Titans Goes and Teen Titans they were both on Cartoon Network, and currently their best shows, I guess, because I think Teen Titans Goes is actually their top show right now. But like their best shows to the wider audience is the more serious shows, you know, like Steven Universe and Adventure Time. Like I've started catching it back up with Adventure Time. It's like, man, it gets really fucking dark.
Yeah. Adventure Time gets a little serious sometimes. But I mean, like, here's the thing about it, man. That's their best shows. That's also the shows that we consider to be the best shows because the people that we know of talk about it. But I don't know what actually sells as their best things.
Yeah,
We don't know any kind of like what sells the most toys, what sells the most video games. I can only imagine that like Young Justice didn't exactly sell the most video games, seeing as the game was atrocious and bad. And I think you can only get it now at like the $5 bin at Walmart.
Jeez. But I think Teen Titans Go is their top show right now. I think it's because it's for the young audience, where it's just a bunch of zany jokes, fart jokes coming at your face like that.
And it's always on.
Yeah, it's always on.
Dude, but have you seen Teen Titans Go?
Yeah, I have. I give it a chance. It's not terrible, but at the same time, it lacks form.
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny. I really liked it.
I like it in the same way I like SpongeBob. I'm not expecting it to be something that I need to sit down and digest. It's something that can be on.
Well, the thing I really like about it is like it's really stupid. Like imagine SpongeBob humor, but they're very established characters, but they just take them to the extreme. So like Robin goes from the leader to this really overbearing control freak.
Oh yeah.
But he freaks out because he doesn't have any control.
Yeah, they make him a kind of a monster in the show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention his love interests are a joke consistently.
Yeah, it's like the main thing that drives him.
Yeah, that he's trying to tell Starfire that he loves her, but she doesn't care.
The two things that drive him: his love interest and his power obsession.
Yeah, like Batman.
Oh my gosh, Batman and Commissioner Gordon is so adorable in Teen Titans Go.
I think it like implies that they live in the same house.
Yeah.
Always hanging out. Oh my god, wait, so I have to bring this up. This is actually relevant to video gaming. I recently picked up the Telltale Batman, the second season of it. So like I had to play through the first one again because I was like, okay, I want to at least know what's going on. I'm not just going to jump into the second. Main reason I picked up the second is because the Riddler is the villain that they show off for the second one. The first one is so good. Like I never expected it to be as good as it was.
Really?
And then the new one right now, the way they made the Riddler for it is probably one of my favorite incarnations of the Riddler that I've seen since the animated series one.
Animated series like Riddler.
Oh god, he's so good. I love the egotistical nature of the Riddler.
Yeah,
Riddler's
Jim
Carrey Riddler.
Yeah, that's
Jim Carrey's Riddler.
I love the Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Jim Carrey's the best Riddler.
He's not the best Riddler because he plays the Riddler in the same way that he would have played the Joker.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
That's exactly the thing that offset. Like, if you're gonna play a character, don't play him as the Joker. This is the same problem I had in Batman vs Superman, where Lex Luthor is also the Joker.
Wait, he wasn't the Joker?
Who? Lex Luthor?
He was Lex Luthor. No, he's Alex Luthor. Lex Luthor's son or something.
Isn't that just?
Yes, his father was a Lex.
Wasn't that the whole like? Wasn't that a discussion with you and Chris being like, that wasn't really Lex Luthor? The reason he acted like that was because he was his son.
Yes, that was what one of the major factors was. And now in that exact same thing, because we're apparently getting into Batman versus Superman, let me ask you this. If me, layman, person who likes to go see movies because I went to go see Spider-Man in 2005.
Me too.
Wants to go see Batman versus Superman, how am I supposed to understand that?
It's the hero and other hero fight.
That's I assume how the movie is going to go from my point of view.
They didn't even fight, did they? They had like a little slap of fisticuffs. It wasn't really a fight. They just like took it in turns hitting each other.
Watch the animated.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of think the animated version did a much better job of putting together two characters in that way. But, like, my thing is, like me, I don't understand comic books. I go to see a movie about comic book characters that I know. Or me, as a father to small Timmy boy, want to take him to go see his favorite superhero, Batman, into a movie theater. I am going to take him to go see Batman versus Superman. How does he understand anything that's going on in the plot? I mean, I understand if it's one of those things where this is something that's created for the fans, but also, you know, child don't get.
Well, I don't even think the writers knew what was going on in the plot.
See, the problem with these integrated universes is they're not good at standalone movies. Like,
I mean, like, that was one of the strengths of Phase 1 of Marvel had a very good job of making them standalone stories. You didn't need to watch Captain America to watch Thor. You didn't need to watch Incredible Hulk to watch whatever the fuck, Iron Man. But, like, you know, they still worked together. When they stood on their own, they were able to work together as one film together as the Avengers. But when you try to just do them as, like, a random episode, and then the next episode comes out in 3 years, like, it doesn't work.
No. To be honest, the episodic archetype really sucks. because a lot of people are gonna wait for them to come out, and especially for movies, it's really bad.
Yeah, that's I don't know. Yeah, I could go on and on about why I hate Batman versus Superman.
Well, yeah, the crux of the movie is spoilers, so I'm not gonna actually say it.
The what?
This fucking main crux of the story is a huge spoiler, but I mean, I could say it if you want. I don't know. Matt's already seen it.
I was gonna say, like, who hasn't seen Batman vs Superman at this point?
I haven't seen it, but I know all about it.
What do you mean, Martha?
Yeah, Martha. The main crux of the story is that their mothers both are named Martha, and he happened to say it at the same time. He's like, "Oh, how do you know that name?" And he's just like, "Oh, Martha." They have the same mom. That's what the crux of the story is.
They don't even have the same mom. They just share the same name.
No, you don't get it. It's like their mom is exactly the same person.
I see.
That's why that's what the crux of the story is. Mom, Martha. There's only one Martha that exists in the world.
You have a mother as well?
What? Yes, we can't fight anyone.
I really hated that movie
dumb.
so much. There's very few movies that I get really adamant about hating, but that's one of them. The other one is the movie that Matt likes.
What? Matt likes a lot of dumb movies.
The Ghostbusters, last year's Ghostbusters films.
Dude, it was really funny. I liked it.
Yeah, but Matt, you have terrible taste.
How dare you? I've got alright taste sometimes.
Alright, tell us what your favorite movie is.
Don't ask me that. I can't think of that off the top of my head.
What's your favorite movie?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what movie can you always come back to and be like, yes, this is a film that I would like to spend 2 hours of my life watching right now at this moment?
I could do, it used to be Up. Now I think I'd say Guardians of the Galaxy right now. The first one.
That's a good one.
I haven't seen the second
I
one.
like it.
I should watch it.
Have you not
It's a
seen
good
it
movie.
yet?
No, I don't. I usually don't go out to watch it. I just haven't seen Spider-Man yet either. Especially
Wait,
since
the
like,
new one?
First Guardians, not the second one.
I've seen the first one. Definitely. I haven't seen the
Yeah,
second.
the first one.
First one.
I have yet to see the new Spider-Man. I know it's supposed to be really good, but I have yet to see it.
Like, let's go fucking watch Spider-Man.
I want to.
We'll go watch. We'll go out for donuts and Spider-Man.
It's not in theaters here anymore.
Yeah, it's not in theaters anymore.
You gotta wait for the DVD now. I really want to
go on
see it, though.
Netflix. We'll watch it together.
I'm down.
If it
Is that
was
the
on
plan?
Netflix, I would fucking watch it immediately. But just ask Spike for his Netflix.
I think I provide Netflix for like 3 or 4 people, so it's cool.
I mean, someone's got it, right? Be the charity
What, Netflix?
Netflix. Yeah, be the charity Netflix guy.
I guess.
I have all this
So,
this
it went
account space.
Well, like my sister-in-law also uses the Netflix, right? And like I actually made her sad unintentionally one time because as a joke I went through to the other people that use it. I went through and renamed each of their accounts as Leech 1, Leech 2, Leech 3, Leech 4. And like she was like, "Is he actually mad? Should I not do this?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It was just a joke. I swear, I didn't mean to actually make anybody upset." I know the new Archer though. You said the new season of Archer is on Netflix, right, Matt?
Yeah, we need to watch that. I'm totally saving myself for you, so you better watch it with me.
No, I'm down. I will unwatch it.
What?
No, I'm joking.
You haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it. No, I haven't.
was
I
gonna
haven't even
say,
finished Defenders yet.
Huh?
I haven't even finished Defenders yet.
Oh, I need to watch. I don't. Is it any good?
From what I've read and the Rotten Tomatoes reviews, it's good.
Because I don't know how I feel. Because I'd like to try watch the other Defender people. So Iron Fist.
Oh,
and the
definitely.
others, but-
You need to watch those to make sense out of it.
Yeah, but I kind of heard nothing but bad things about Iron Fist, which I do like Iron Fist as a hero.
Same.
Because I think it's rare cool, but I don't know if I want to go through a bad series just to watch another bad series. To me, that seems really illogical.
Well, like, here's the thing. Watching Defenders, like I said, it's gotten really good reviews. Like, I'm going to go ahead and I'll look it up right now on Rotten Tomatoes. Defenders on Rotten Tomatoes is currently listed with a 78%. So if you want to think about, like, what you normally see in films, movies that you would go see, 74%, that's pretty damn high. So, like, it's doing pretty good. That's not a bad movie. Annabelle is currently at a 67. So, I mean, it's better than Annabelle.
The new Annabelle?
Yeah, the new Annabelle, 67.
Huh.
The Emoji Movie is at 8%.
Oh, doing
It's
good.
managed to get up from 0.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was at 3% the first day it came out.
Yeah.
It's doing
Who's
good.
giving it reviews? Are people just reviewing it high for memes?
I wouldn't say high. I think their total reviews are like all 1 stars.
Probably. I know that at least some people had to give it. 8% of people had to say it was okay for it to get an 8% review. But I can tell you that, like, so Alien Covenant, the new Alien movie that came out before, that is supposed to be good, 71%. Defenders, 74%. So you could say, you know.
Wait, that Alien Covenant was supposed to be good? I heard it was terrible.
No, sort of was good.
Huh.
I think it's. I heard it was terrible too, but I also think it's, bunny ears terrible in terms of. I bet the pacing's very slow for a.
Yeah, it is sci-fi.
I like Transformers because I like the explosions on the screen. He just drank a Budweiser from the floor.
I was gonna say
typical
this is
Michael Bay viewer.
Yeah. I went to go see. I went to go see Alien, and Alien was. It's very slow sci-fi. Like it is. Like you're used to seeing aliens whenever you think of Alien, which is the one that James Cameron did, where it was a legion of xenomorphs that are constantly keeping these guys on the run, constantly trying to kill them, till eventually there's the giant queen that fights Ripley in the giant mech suit. This is closer to the original Alien, which is one xenomorph.
Yeah,
there was one.
I think the actual problem with the Alien series is, and I mean the Alien series, not the Alien series. The Alien series is that we know what Alien is.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's the problem. It's because, like, in Alien, the reason it did so well and it was like revered as like it's a great tense horror drama thing is that there was the mystery of there's a monster on the ship. We don't know what it is. What the fuck is that? It's spooky and it's scary. And now in Aliens, we know what it is, and it's not. It just doesn't have the same appeal anymore because what else could it be?
Yeah, I could agree with you. Honestly, by giving this Alien Covenant as a name and going into, like, in the trailer, we see the xenomorph fully formed and everything like that. Giving this as a Prometheus title and then letting us be surprised by the xenomorph at the end probably would have been a much better way of presenting it versus going as Alien and trying to sell it off the name of Alien. I mean, as it is, as a fan of just kind of long-form sci-fi, I'd like it. But yeah, I could definitely see how this wouldn't really appeal to very many audiences, though, because it's like, I kind of want things to happen. Like, I don't want to wait for tension to go on. I want to see people die. Even in Prometheus, I think Prometheus moved a lot faster into death than this one did. We see people catch fire. We see arms getting broken and stuff like that. Even though we're very much still left in mystery about what it is, these things happen, as opposed to this one where we're kind of seeing things gestate before they come to fruition.
The thing I hear about, like, Prometheus is, like, it's just like a shitty movie, but, like, what really makes it good is that it has a strong villain, where the villain is what is his name, David, the AI, the rogue robot. AI.
And, see, here's the thing again, Prometheus, same rating, 72% certified fresh. Critics said it was good.
What did Guardians of the Galaxy 1 get?
90 something.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. No, wait, that's a TV series.
What? The TV series?
Yeah, there was after the movie came out, there was a TV series.
Huh.
The animated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Guardians of the Galaxy, there was no movie.
Or the Disney XD thing.
Yeah. I don't think it did great.
It's weird not hearing Chris Pratt. Without Chris Pratt, is nothing.
I was gonna say they did that with Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was 91%. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was 82%.
Man, that's crazy. That's so fucking well.
It's a good drop. It's a decent drop off though from the first, but yeah, it's still good.
The crazy thing about that is I remember when it was coming out, people were like, "Man, no one's gonna know what the Guardians of the Galaxy are. Like, that's an old comic. No one's gonna care about it." And like, it's just fucking bonkers in the box office.
Because it was so well written. That's the thing. Yeah. All the characters and everything they're organized so tight for that film. You get to know just enough about everyone. You watch characters change for that film. And plus, like, the color palette and design of the movie fit that 80s theme so well with the soundtrack that it was just fantastic.
Each character felt like they had at least a little bit of character development.
Yeah.
But yeah, they all had depth, including like the police people. You never see him. They arrest him once and then later on they meet him again. But by that point, the scenario's totally turned on his head. He's trying to be a good guy, not getting arrested. And then you kind of have this other flip side. It's like, oh, it's so good. And then I don't know. I always compare the group superheroes between Guardians of the Galaxy and, say, Avengers, and I really don't like Avengers. like the Avenger films.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like the well, it seems like they stopped trying after like Iron Man 2 sort of, let's just rush these out to get the Avengers film.
Yeah, no, I feel that, especially there's a huge drop off in the way that things are written after phase 1, I think. Where everything feels like at this point, okay, we have something established, just make the next episode of essentially this movie series. Yeah.
But snip that little bit of like Avengers lore at the end so that people get hyped for the next one. You know?
Yeah, but what about that sick Howard the Duck outro for the first Guardians of the Galaxy?
I feel that, dude. Howard the Duck in general, I just want them to remake the movie.
Why?
I would love to see a new Howard the Duck movie.
No.
Yeah, written by Kristen Wiig.
Wait, there's a movie already?
Yeah, Howard the Duck came out a long time ago.
Oh yeah. I would love to see that.
Is the old movie any good?
No.
The reason we're talking about it is because it's fucking terrible. It was a live
atrocious.
It was a live action thing where they had these puppets for the ducks, and like the first scene is like Howard the Duck getting thrown through a wall, but for some reason on one of the puppets when they get thrown through a wall, they have like ducks with tits on it.
Yeah, there's a naked duck. There's full frontal duck nudity.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm down for that. It's got titties.
And when like a human falls in love with the duck, it's awful.
It's the worst movie.
Yeah, it is. It is literally the worst. Like there's no saving that film in any way, shape, or form. There was a thing I went through before where I had brought this up. Essentially, I can really enjoy bad movies. I think, Matt, you know, like I love bad movies. I think when you're over here, we watched like some that I've got. Like you also saw I own like Con Air and a whole bunch of other really shitty films because I love them for being bad. But the only thing that I absolutely can't stand is a movie that's presented to be good. Like everybody tells me this movie's so great, right? And then I go to see it, and then it's shitty. If somebody just straight up tells me like, "Hey, this movie's shitty," and I want to go see it, I'm down to go see a bad movie. Okay, I'm down. I'm here. But like, if somebody tells me this movie is amazing, and I go to watch the movie and it's really bad, that's where I'm like, no, this movie, I hate this film now. This film is absolutely atrocious, and out of spite, I'm motivated to tell every other person this movie is shit.
Okay, but why would you, an intellectual, go watch the Emoji Movie and then go on Twitter and be like, this movie's fucking amazing. It's the best movie I've ever seen.
Because me, an intellectual, was told the Emoji Movie is shitty.
It is.
And I went to go see it, and it is bad. However, it in no way tries to hide that it's bad. In no way does the Emoji Movie come out and say, #1 box office hit of the summer. It never goes like, we're going to be the funniest film since Tommy Boy. No, it never does that. At no point has it ever tried to sell itself to me as being good. Well, and that's why I was like, I love this movie.
Okay, first off, you're a liar.
When does it try to sell itself off as being good?
Trailers. The trailers say it says it's going to be like the #1 movie of the summer.
It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. It just says Emoji Movie.
No, I don't believe you. That's bullshit.
Yeah, go ahead and try to see it. At no point does it say #1 comedy. At no point does it say like, oh yeah, it's a great film. I think the only thing that did really good about it was that Patrick Stewart said at one point, I have been practicing for this role my entire life.
Patrick Stewart's in there?
He plays the poop.
He plays the poop.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Patrick Stewart's voice.
That's why I'm like, this movie is nothing but just product placement after advertisement, after shitty joke, after like, actually rather good animation. But like, oh my God, it's like, it's just awful. But at no point did it try to tell me that it's good.
But here's the problem I'm having with that though. You're then trying to tell other people that it's good.
Yeah.
And they're going to go see the film and be like...
You're the guy that you hate.
This sucked. Yeah, exactly. You're the guy that you hate.
Exactly.
And then they're going to tell people it's bad. And then people they tell
here's my thing.
It and say
nobody's going to believe me over 85 other people that have said it's awful. And not to mention 85 other people who are actually certified critics. I don't know anything, but like critics say that it's awful. And then every other it's become a meme on the internet at this point to shit on the Emoji Movie.
You're a meme.
Poop emoji on the Emoji Movie, you mean?
Yeah, to Patrick Stewart all over the Emoji Movie. And like that's it's become a meme of doing that. That's why I'm like, it's good, because nobody's gonna ever actually believe me that like, oh yeah, you have fun with the Emoji Movie? It's like, yeah. When me and Drake went to go see it, we took a selfie in front of the empty theater.
Dude, Sony, if you're listening right now, so I know you like to hit these modern pop culture that all these young peoples are into, like emojis and stuff. Your next movie is going to be a meme movie. Do it. Make it. Make all the memes real. But
I guarantee you, 4 years from now, there will be that.
Yeah, but it's going to make memes uncool.
See, the problem with memes is a lot of memes are considered bad. I mean, I don't mean like, oh, that meme's terrible. It isn't vintage dank meme. They're considered like hate symbols and
I was going to say, you
various
talk about
other
that one
things.
company that now also works for YouTube that thinks Pepe the Frog is a hate symbol?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's why I thought we were going with that.
Yeah, there's a lot. The problem with the memes is memes get turned on their heads so fast where people literally will make them vile.
Yeah, it's like whenever, like, back in the early 2000s when LOL was considered to be like Lord or Lucifer or whatever it was. Like, it was like, that's just turning it on its head for something it's entirely not, though. That's a big deal.
Okay. Did you ever watch Mike Diva's, remember that Japanese Trump commercial?
No.
Parody?
What are
He
you talking
parodies,
about?
he basically makes this like Japanese commercial about Trump. It's like this parody thing. It's really great. It's so well edited. Like, it's got like loads of After Effects in it. But basically, he does another one for Hillary Clinton. And she basically unicycles in a Pepe mask and pulls it off, and it's Hillary Clinton, but it's not really her, but it's like a lookalike. And she's like, "Here comes that boy!
Oh.
I'm gonna make so much education reformers that people are gonna say." And it cuts to the screen, and she's walking with a backpack, and they're like, "Damn Hillary! Damn Hillary! Back at it again with the health reforms or whatever." It's gonna do that to memes. It's just gonna completely humiliate any and all memes.
Wow, that's the most recent like thing that I don't know how this can't be that far long ago because like those memes are pretty relevant still.
What? Pepe and Here Come That Boy?
No, not that boy. Like, damn Hillary or whatever that.
It was during the elections.
I would assume, yeah.
So, but the thing is, like, you know, like how Hillary's trying to like get down with the kids and stuff, but it's like the joke is it's really not funny or cool because like the old people don't get memes like us youngsters. Am I right, young people?
Yeah, dude, dang.
Dude, I want that though. I want that in a film. As long as it doesn't try to present itself to me as the greatest film ever. Or unless it's got to use some kind of meme, like, so, you know, it the best.
It's got to be like the worst memes, like the really inoffensive ones, but like
memes from like 1999. What you're talking about? Stuff that people used to use back then.
Yeah, like on the polarizing opinion penguin or that one wolf.
God.
The fucking You're the Man Now Dog. The Amazing Weasel or whatever it is. You know where it goes dun dun dun.
Yeah, dun dun dun. That one.
Yeah.
It'll have stuff like that. It will seriously just hit all the cliche, all the unfunny ones, and it'll just. I reckon it would actually change the internet if they did that.
Okay, but if it's gonna be a meme movie, there's one requirement that has to be in it, and it's lost.jpg.
What's that?
Lost.jpg.
Is that John Travolta?
No, loss. LOSS.jpg.
I'm looking it up. Hang on. LOSS.
It's one of the funniest memes to me, and it holds up pretty well. Fucking meme.
Oh my fucking god! Are you talking about the thing for Control-Alt-Delete?
Yeah. It's the 4 panels of the fucking Control-Alt-Delete comic, and it's the funniest shit in the world to me. It's
the worst. Oh my god.
Me and Creeps are fucking fans of it. Like, fucking. Anyone listen to this podcast, send a lost.jpg to Creeps. He'll love it.
Just tweet at him. It'd be wonderful. Sure, you would love that. Speaking of which, Sony, if you want to be able to hire us in to write a meme movie, we are for hire and willing to sell out right now.
I would have sold out in seconds.
Dude, I'll write the movie. We'll do it. We can do it. We know enough about the Maymays.
We just need a budget of at least $200 million.
200 million. That's unreasonable. You could go with like
$20.
Maybe we can make one for like maybe $20.
$10.
They could pay us for $20.
We'll give you $10 to make a movie.
Dude, I'd write the movie for $10.
We give them $10 to write the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give you $10 to let us write the meme movie for you.
We'll split it between. No, well, $10 each. We won't even split the cost.
Don't sweeten the deal. Don't do that. This is fine.
Yeah,
what we're doing is okay.
We're already in the red $10 now.
Also, looks like we're out of time for this week, guys. This has been a lot of fun. Sony, if you want to be able to reach us, we're dungeonrunnerspodcast@gmail.com.
That's dungeonrunnerspodcast@gmail.com.
Also, if anybody else would like to be able to reach us, send us hypotheticals or things to talk about. DungeonRunnersPodcast@gmail.com, or just say hi, drop us a line. Let us know if you're liking the podcast. If you want to be able to check out the podcast on your iPhone or on your Android phone, we're currently on Google Play and we're on iTunes. Is it iTunes? Yeah, iTunes.
Yeah,
it's podcast now, I think, on. It's actually like a podcast app. But we're on iTunes and on the podcast app. And of course, we're still on SoundCloud and on YouTube, at least until they kick us out.
And Google Play.
And Google Play.
So yeah, those links will also now be in the description. I updated them.
Hopefully. If you guys would like to see us record live, we are on Twitch, twitch.tv/dungeonrunners. You can be able to watch us play video games live and do other shit live, talk live. And like, however, we won't interact with you because we don't like you.
Yeah, it's just too hard to do things sometimes, guys.
We will interact with the other places. That's the emails for. So, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you guys next week. Hi.
Bye.
Bye.